Hey, how's it going, everybody? I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to take this time and talk specifically about, kind of the experience, the Tesla experience. Now, we have a Tesla Model Y, as you guys know, or maybe don't, if you're new to the channel, but, it was our first foray into electric vehicles, and the Tesla being all electric, it was definitely jumping in head first. Only coming from traditional, gas vehicles in the past, diesel sorts of things. There was a lot of expectations, there was a lot of nervousness, trepidation that I had leading up to it, and I can say that after a year, I was pleasantly surprised about some things and unpleasantly surprised about other things, I guess. So sit back, relax, you guys are watching The Tall Tesla Guy. So 2020, we decided to take the plunge and get ourselves a Tesla. We decided to go all electric. We have a Tesla Model Y. It is the SUV version of the car. It's got the acceleration that you want. It's got the space that you need. We have a baby, 2-year-old anyway, small toddler. And then my wife and I, we have a golden retriever dog who likes to ride around with us. We needed something that was not only fun, or I wanted something fun to drive, but we needed something that had the space for us. Now, I know they come out, the Model 3 is there as well. We just wanted something a little bit bigger. We have a lot of stuff in tow with us, and we just thought it'd be a good idea to jump into there. And when you're thinking about electric, the first thing that comes to mind is a Tesla. I mean, at least in my mind. I've been thinking about them for years, kind of following the company, everything like that. So I was super excited when we could jump in there and place our order. So we did. We did exactly, from the start, it was a deviation from a typical, normal vehicle ordering. It was all online. Everything was digital. There was no going to a dealership and worrying about the guy trying to sell you stuff and upgrades and all that kind of thing. I mean, everything is on the Tesla website. You go there, you pick your car, you pick your color. Unfortunately, you have to pay for the color. You pick your wheels if you want to change them. You want to add a tow hitch, full self-driving, you're off. And that's it, right? So, they conveniently give you the potential savings price in there, which we took away since there's no gas incentives here in Ohio at all. But, in reality, you do save money, right? So, coming into this, I wasn't sure how much we'd save. I wasn't sure how much it was going to cost. I was worried about the range. Where do I charge? Supercharger network. There's no, gas stations in every corner. Well, there isn't a supercharger in every corner. So things like that. And then on top of that, the price and everything. I mean, I was worried about all that stuff. Thankfully, Tesla is a super safe car, 5-star safety awarded vehicle. So I knew I was going to be safe. So that was important. Check. Secondly, it's got the most range of any EV, right? So the most range, bar none, is the Tesla Model Y. Now the Tesla Model S has 400 miles of range. The Model S tri-motor with a 4680 battery is going to have 500. The Cybertruck potentially. But we were looking at a Model Y, and our Model Y has 326 miles of range. Realistically, we get about 300 miles, 280 miles or whatever, depending on the weather, how fast you drive, which in reality is more than enough for 99% of our days. 99% of our drives are really taking the baby to daycare, grandma's, or going for a drive around town, heading to the office, whatever it is. 320 miles of range, 300, 280, 250 would be more than enough. Absolutely more than enough. So coming into this, I had range anxiety. But as soon as we got it, we've had it for a year, range anxiety disappeared after the first month. It was gone. And then I started thinking about the charge. How much does it cost to charge? Well, we had a couple of months of electricity bills, and I was able to evaluate the watt hours used and how much we pay per kilowatt hour for electricity and all that kind of stuff. And it costs about $30 a month. Now I was spending $30 a week in gas alone in this vehicle that I'm driving right now. So at, $120 a month versus $30, cost savings right off the bat. So that part was great. One thing you're going to notice with a Tesla is that people ask about it all the time. They want to know how much it costs. They want to know, personal things about it. Is it comfortable? Is it safe? Things like that. So get ready for that as well. But it didn't bother me too much. I don't mind talking about it. You guys watch these videos, I have no problem talking. So I talk about the car for days. Outside of all that stuff, I think about it, what's it like to go electric? Makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, saving the environment. Maybe, maybe not, right? Who knows? You know, coal-powered electricity to charge the vehicle. You know, we don't have solar yet. It'd be nice if we did, but we don't yet. But it's outside of any of that stuff, it's the driving excitement. You know, like I said, we've had it for a year, and I can tell you right from the beginning, it made me not want to go back to a gas vehicle. In fact, when I get in my gas vehicle, I miss not having or not being in the Tesla. It's one of those crazy things that that you get that I've never experienced in another car. And we've had different kinds of vehicles, SUVs, sporty cars, that kind of thing. And I've never had the I miss driving it that you get with a Tesla. The instant acceleration. You just don't see it in anything else. It's so much fun, that feeling. It's also comfortable. I'm 6'5", so I'm taller. I want to have headroom. I've got headroom here. I'm not hitting the ceiling. But with that panoramic glass roof, it just makes you feel like you're in a convertible even though you're not. You have elbow room and shoulder room. Our baby has room to kick her feet around before she's kicking our seat. You know, we have room for our packages, our stuff, or her toys, her diaper bag, you know, all that stuff. And then on top of that, we can put our dog in the back. And he's got more than enough room back there. And he's a golden retriever, and he's a bit of a biggin'. So, you know, the space inside the car just kind of adds to the experience. And then on top of that, it's super comfortable. The seats are the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in, even though they're not real leather, right? They're, you know, vegan leather, which synthetic or whatever, super, super comfortable. They're plush. And Elon said that he even designed them, you know, specifically for comfort from the ground up, which I understand that he did. And then on top of that, Franz, his, you know, partner in crime during all this, is also tall. So that might be part of the reason why it's comfortable for me in the car. So anybody not as tall as me has more than ample leg room. You have more than ample space to move around in, and it's just comfortable. And then it goes back to being fun. And I've said it 3 times already. It's super fun to drive. So we have some friends that talk about how much fun it is to drive, and I just had to experience it for myself. As soon as we took that test drive, I knew that we were going to be placing that order. And we did before we even got home. It's all online, like I said. And then it comes down to, you know, my final thoughts. And I talk about this a lot with these videos when I'm talking about, you know, the ups and downs of the vehicle, because it's not all up, right? It's not even close to being all up. It's definitely more than 50% up, that's for sure. I love it way more than any problems I have with it. But little things about it, you know, some oddities in the car, some space things, like they probably could have thrown a couple of trays in there. Why is it like that? There's a cutout in the, you know, center console armrest that you can put a device in there to store things. Well, why wouldn't they just put it in there? The lighting inside is really bad. You know, floor lights, if you were to drop something while you're driving, stuff like that. But, you know, people talk constantly about panel gaps, paint issues. We got lucky. Honestly, we got lucky. We didn't have any major paint issues, couple teeny little blemishes that I never even see anymore. And then a couple of, no real panel gaps, just some door alignment issues. They were within spec, they couldn't fix them, apparently. But it didn't affect the sound, the quality, the drive, the shutting of the doors, anything like that. So we got super lucky in those instances. But those are always there, and it's not a cheap car, so you're thinking to yourself, why is it like that? So things like that do linger, but I can say the space, the comfort, the driving, the excitement when you get behind the wheel, the fact that I'm not paying for gas, stuff like that far outweighs the any sort of I don't know, build quality issues that are potentially there. And like I said, I don't even see the paint thing anymore. My wife doesn't even notice the door alignments. It was really something I was looking for. But I mean, if you're looking for problems, you can always find them. So I'd say that in general, we got lucky, maybe, but nonetheless, unless you're really looking for them, you're not going to find them. So the car was great. And it always comes down to, would I buy it again? Not only would I buy it again, I would sell the one I have right now and get a new one tomorrow. I would take this gas vehicle that I'm driving right now, if we wanted to get another vehicle, I would sell this and buy a Model 3 or something that my wife wanted like that. I would do it today and be all electric if it worked out and it worked for our plans. So would I buy it again? Absolutely. So, you know, let me know in the comments below. You know, let me know your thoughts on this. I mean, if you've had the opportunity to test drive one, if you haven't, if you're thinking about buying one, you know, I can say you're not going to regret it, but I can also say that it's well worth the wait, because you probably noticed that it's 6 months to get a new one. You know, that's another part of it too. 6 months before you get another Model Y. They said expected delivery of January, which is crazy. But nonetheless, well worth the wait. It was well worth the wait for us when we got it. I really hope you guys are having a fantastic day, week, month so far. Everything that you're able to get out there and enjoy yourselves a little bit, have some fun, and that you're staying safe out there. Thanks for watching, everybody.